happening around you. That's why you need VOP This Morning, because we will climb this far to give you a voice in what's going on, from news, reviews, politics and the economy, sports, and even entertainment. Join us weekdays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on VOP TV. VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
All right, it's the first day, well, it's the last day of the working week, or the work week, and then the first day of a new month. And so we say Happy New Month, and thank God it's Friday. Welcome to VOP This Morning. I'm Moses Humphrey.
I'm Fina Okechukwu. Happy New Month, Lagos. Happy New Month, Nigeria. Good morning, Nigeria.
Oh yes, good morning indeed. Well, things happening around the nation, we'll be talking about a few of those in a short while. Usually, we'll just head on straight to the papers. I think we should just head on straight to the papers and right about now. And we'd like for you to come along with us as we go through the dailies, touching on some of those stories that made headlines. And then we'll delve into our major talking points for today. It's the first day of March 2024. And we'd like for you to follow us on YouTube. It's Voice of the People TV. And on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. All right. Now let's let you into what we'll be talking about first before we delve into the papers. First, you cannot fight me, Tinubu warns NLC, and this is as captioned by some dailies.
And also we have celebrating International Waste Speakers Day, and that will be today, first day of March.
All right, so these are the conversations we'll be delving into. So get yourself ready. Do well to drop your thoughts underneath the live stream on YouTube and be part of the conversation. As we go into the papers, we have joining us in the studio, Barrister Darlington. Good morning to you, Barrister.
Good morning, Moses. And Happy New Month.
Happy New Month to you too.
Fina.
Good morning.
Yes, well done.
All right, so we'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll delve into the papers. Stay with us. All right, so here we are now. Fina, let's dive into
On
it.
the Punch newspaper, beneath the nameplate, OPay urges users to link their NIN or BVN to their account. The banner headline says, "Past confirms deceitful. Nigeria must decentralize," says Soyinka. The rider, "Past confirms organizers not serious. Nigerians must negotiate their unity." Noble Laureate. A Punch celebrates 50 years of impact at anniversary lecture. FG vows to end hardship. And we have a pictorial, and that has Professor Wole Soyinka and the people that attended the speech. Okay, beneath that pictorial, reps raise a 23-man panel on Rufai report, a demand review. Customs sees 1.7 billion fake drugs in Oyo and Osun. FG pays $120 million from gas debt as blackout spreads. And you can get that on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. And that is it on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Barrister Darlington, looking at your expression this morning, it's like you have a lot to talk about as regards this newspaper.
Yeah, it has to do with Wole Soyinka's outburst.
Decentralizing.
That the past confab are deceitful and the organizers were not sincere. I don't know where that is coming from. Because the last time I checked, both Obasanjo's confab and that of Jonathan, every nationality was involved. All the cream de la cream of personalities in Nigeria were involved. Every region, every state, they appointed their best to go for that confab. And there was a report and papers presented. So how can you say that all of them, nothing good is in any of these confab? All you need to do, bring it out, look at all the suggestions that we have proffered, and then make use of it. There's no way you want to decentralize without making use of all the suggestions and ideas on those confab, because most of our eggheads were in that confab, and they provide solutions. So nobody can come and say we should. Are you saying we should now organize another confab? Even if you want to decentralize, are you not going to organize it? You will organize it. Somebody has to talk about it. So all the things we need to move on is on those confab.
You don't think some of the confabs and the issues treated then have been overrun by other issues, and they probably should, have
that is what I'm saying. You all need to do
convergence.
Yes, exactly. But there are central issues. There are central, and that of regionalization, that is decentralization. All the confab, they are talking of that. That is restructuring, and it was well discussed in all those confab, both Obasanjo and Jonathan's. So the two confab, they are in sync with restructuring, and the APC campaigned with it. So I don't know why they should not look at it and say, let us choose this and this and this and this. At least let us start from somewhere, instead of just, we know how much we spent on those confab. You mean all of them will go to waste? It's not proper. There are things that are germane in those confab. Let us pick it. It will help us to move ahead, like that of restructuring and then regionalization. Because remember, in the First Republic, there was regional government, and Nigerians moved on. I don't think we will ever get back to that regional position we were after independence, because that was when Nigeria moved on. The North, they were competing. There was the groundnut pyramid, there was cocoa in the southwest here, and then what's it called, palm oil. And these are what the leaders used to develop their regions. With the level of development we had in the southeast and the southwest during that time, we have not seen it since after that time. So nobody should come and say this thing are not sincere. So which one is going to be sincere? Which one? All we needed to develop has been provided. Have been discussed, and solutions provided. It is the political will to make use of it. That is what is keeping Nigeria where we are now.
Okay, now we also saw where there's a rep raises 23-man panel on Orosanya report and demand review. I think it was early this week that we heard that President Bola Tinubu was of the opinion that Orosanya report, he's giving them 2 weeks. That's 12 weeks. That is 8 weeks to move on to make sure that Orosanya report is being carried out. And they also talk about merging of some MDAs and even scrapping out of some and all that. Now, do you think the 23-man panel will be able to get a wonderful review on this, given the fact that some people actually have looked at the white paper and nothing was done about that?
Yeah, my fear again is if Tinubu will have the political will to implement it. That is my fear. Because that report, the last time I checked, it was well detailed on what to do. You don't need another 23-man panel. If he wanted to do it, he should have started the implementation, because it has been discussed over and over again. Okay. The modalities are there in that report. This 23-man panel, I don't know, is repeating a process. So my fear is, from his antecedents, will Bola Tinubu be willing? Will he have the political will to implement those reports? That is a very important issue here.
All right, then. Okay. Let's dive into another paper very quickly, because we do have a lot to touch on this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, the banner headline here reads, "Confusion over NIN BVN link to bank accounts. CBN mum over deadline as customers lament network failure." Seems to be a problem every time. Network problems. All right. On top of the nameplate, we have these headlines. Nigeria imports $4 billion worth of steel annually, says Minister. NPC's decision to raise NPR, CRR will further worsen economic woes, according to Obi. Hardship. Government should stop taking us for a ride, Shoyinka. Attack on policemen in Delta. 15 missing. Another body recovered. Tinubu to NLC. It's unacceptable to judge me in 9 months. All right. And when you go further down, we have some more headlines here. Underneath the pictorial there, we have Edo Guba, how OT, LPNWC reconciled aggrieved aspirants with Akpata. Nigeria's economy on track. American city mayor. Interesting. And Pasero, this is on sports now. Pasero gives NFF condition to continue as Super Eagles coach. All right. So, Barrister,
Yes.
how do you react? And to which do you react?
The NPR, you know, one of the reasons why they keep raising the bar when it comes to interest rates is because government have a lot of money in circulation, but there are no products, no goods to match the level of currency in circulation. So the only thing I understand they could do is to raise the interest rate so that they can mop up this excess fund. There's no other reason. That's what they have been doing.
And how effective has that been?
That's the problem. The more they do this, the more the poorer people suffer. That is the major issue. It's like this thing now they are telling you that FDI has come into Nigeria. But the FDI is nothing like the stocks at the stock market. If any foreigner come in here now with the exchange rate, if you come in here now with $1 million, my dear, you are worth over $1,500,000,000. Look at that. So anybody could come in here with such an amount of money, go to the stock market, buy shares and all that. And that is what the government is looking at. That thing is not producing anything. I was thinking they tell us that so company has opened shop somewhere. You know, they are manufacturing this, they are manufacturing. That is the only way you can now measure your FDI. Not these vulture capitalists who are carrying portfolio and paper all over the place. They are not interested in producing anything in our economy. They just want to buy share, buy stock. Whenever any alarm is raised, they will quickly withdraw their money and leave. That's all. So this is not what we want now. What we want is production, manufacturing. But they cannot do that because the operating environment is harsh. Besides, the ones on the ground, they are living in droves. These are issues. I don't know why government is not looking at these issues. They are just interested in people who will stay from London, tell their agent here, buy me 1 billion naira stock in one of the banks, buy me 1 billion naira stock here, buy federal government bond. Meanwhile, nothing on ground. The money is just there, on paper, all of them in bank votes. So when the money becomes too much, they will raise the interest rate to mop it up, to avoid the inflation. But it cannot. It has not helped. I don't know the economists that are advising these people. I don't know. Because they have tried it over and over again. It did not help the economy at all. It did not. If the operating environment is good, my dear, nobody will live here to go to Ghana with 30 million population. Nigeria is over 200. Ghana is 30. So how can you live here and go to Ghana? It's because of the operating environment. But when government want to deceive the people, they will tell them, we have brought in $200 billion. It is there. Where is it?
Okay, but do you think maybe we are not really seeing clear? Because here we have another headline that says Nigeria's economy on track, and this is coming from American City Mayor. Is it that we are not really looking at the direction we should look at? Because someone is telling us what is happening, and how it's happening in our country.
Yes, these are what I call vulture capitalists. they are now feasting on this free flow of the naira. They are the one enjoying that. I just gave you an example here. So when they are making such a killing from our battered economy, why wouldn't they be praising our economy? They will be praising our economy now. But we on ground, we who are here, we know the truth. If the economy is moving as he said, Nigerians will not be crying of hunger. People that are here cannot be living. These are hard to measure it. You don't just talk. Let us practically put it in practice. Is it realistic? Then if the economy is on track, why are companies closing shop and leaving? Let the mayor come and explain to me now.
Barrister, I don't know. I saw another one that I would like you to comment on. It says a hardship. A government should stop taking us for a ride. And this is coming from Noble Relit, Wole Soyinka. Is the government really taking us for a ride? Or is it too quick to judge?
People like Wole Soyinka, when they're supposed to speak, they did not speak. They did not talk. So you see, bad government starts from even primaries before the election. So if you refuse to speak at that point, and then a bad government is imposed on you, it's like crying over a spilt milk. All this, they are taking you for a ride. You was here when we were battling this thing to make sure that the right thing is done. Did he talk? He never said anything.
All right. Let's look at another paper now. We have the Daily Independent. You have a paper you want to touch on?
I have the Daily Trust.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, and the banner headline says, residents protest kidnapping, block Kaduna Abuja highway. Worshippers abducted, that's a rider, worshippers abducted in Zamfara. Bandits burn health facility and houses in Castina. And we have a pictorial where children are running around, and I guess that's the foreign country and all that. But beneath that, we have Tinubu travels to Qatar with 38-man delegation. And Barrister,
were you not there when he told us that he had called down on his travel entourage?
All right. Okay, we have beneath that, we have reps to Tinubu review Oseni report before implementation. Kano governor faults hijab's operation on immorality. And then we have war on Gaza. Israel kills 112 at food collection center. And that is all we have on the Daily Trust newspaper.
All right, Barrister, go ahead.
Yes, we were all here, Moses. We discussed it here when he said he had called down on his entourage, both within and outside Nigeria. And when some of you were praising it, or some people anyway, I disagree because I know he cannot war. I know him. He will not do that.
Why?
Yeah, because,
once again, why?
Good. Because when he go outside here, the international community, they don't give him the respect he deserves. So when he's talking, they simply switch off.
But
so he needed this crowd to be cheerleader, to be clapping for him, and so that he will say that yes, that is the only reason, nothing else. If he goes with one or two, nobody will know whether he went anywhere, because the people he's going to talk to, they are not interested. I'm not joking. That is the reality. He cannot do with those cheerleaders, those who are going, they are just going there to go and clap for him when he talk. Nothing else. That's why he normally go with all this. If you check very well, some people that are playing tambourine and flute, they will go there too. So that when he talk, they will be, hey, babake. They think the white man have time for that. That's why you always go with this. What are they going to do? 38 if you remember that 16 went before 22, including his two sons. This is a drain on our economy, a drain. Mention any leader in the West who have gone out to anything with that kind of crowd. What are they going to do? Tell me, from the discussions we are told, they were, what are 38 people, what are they going to do? Is there any specific duty each of them are going to do except to go and cheer up?
And you also did, I don't know if you observed the when the president came to Lagos, the fleet of cars that followed the president, was it any different from what Nigerians complained about last year after he won elections?
Exactly. You see, when you don't have, when somebody has grown up with a particular way of behavior and all that. It will be difficult when you grow up, you expect him to change. Tinubu like crowd, all these people
So
who hang around
would
him.
would it be nice, would it be okay to say that the president has been, or the presidency rather, has been paying lip service to the talk about cutting the cost of governance?
That is it. You don't need to be told. I mean, actions speak louder than words. You don't need to be told. So when tomorrow now I tell you that Tinubu doesn't keep his words,
But you know
will you doubt me?
But you know that the president, as an individual, before he even became the president of the Nigeria, actually have cars that he uses, and he also, he has something also to his name before the time.
What are you
So
saying?
are we going to rule out the fact that
If
before
he-
he became the president, he's actually
Can he
my-
be in
you know-
5 cars at the same
My
time?
dear, you
can't
mean
be
he
in 5
should
cars
put
at
all
the
his
same
cars on the road for what? I don't.
Well,
If
now,
you go with one
could
or
it
two
be-
persons
could
who
it
are
be-
relevant, then security agents. I mean, you will just do
Barrister.
your work and leave.
Barrister,
Yes.
is this the president's fault, or is this as a result of people around him, or with people wanting to always be around him, and then they go ahead following him everywhere he goes?
No, if he doesn't want them, they will not go. Like these people that went to Qatar now. You mean they will jump inside the plane without his... If you tell he's the protocol officer, I don't want more than 10 persons to go with me. That's all. Then they will select the relevant people. Oton. So, how can people now impose entourage on him? What are they going? The first question: what specific duty are they going to do? Most of them are not going to do it. You and I know that they won't do anything. Just go there, like the 16 that went first. What were they doing? Just window shopping before he will now come with 22. Yeah, look at it. Does it really make sense? It doesn't.
Okay, let me take us through when the president talked about cutting entourage to trips, local and international. The figures here: President Tinubu slashed the delegation. Foreign trips, President said not more than 20 people in his entourage. How many did we say are following him to Qatar again?
38.
38.
38. Vice President, not more than 5 people. And then the Office of the First Lady, which some Nigerians are still contending, 5 people in entourage. That's for foreign trips. And then for, foreign trips.
You can see. That means before he took that decision, before he decided
For local trips, 25 people in the entourage of the presidency. Vice President, 15. First Lady, 10. How many cars did you count? I didn't count. I mean, I couldn't count the number of cars this time around.
But you know that actually the president was once here in Lagos as the governor of Lagos before becoming the president. So maybe people actually in Lagos started to join the convoy, like to bid him welcome into the state.
I
don't think
understand.
that.
I understand what you're doing, Fina. It's fine. It's good.
There is
Anyway.
no reason for that, because each of them there, this is a drain on the coffers of government, both federal and states. That is a fact. All those things you are seeing there, money is going out. And I know, like I told you, he doesn't want to go to somewhere and you didn't see the whole Nigeria to come and that is what gives him the energy he needs.
All right.
All
Well,
this crowd.
Nigeria
In
talking
reality, if you know what you are doing and you are a simple person, you don't need all those crowd.
All right. We're still talking about. We'll talk more about this. We'll talk more about this in the course of time. But we're going into one of our topics right now. This one, talking about the protest strikes. 9 months into new government, unacceptable. This is according to the president talking to NLC. Details of this when we return.